An important thrust of planning is to create quality living environment. And to do that, one key way is to enhance our parks and water bodies. Kranji Marshes, where we are at right now, embodies both parks and water bodies.
If you trace back to the old satellite images in the 1960s and 70s, you see a lot of fish farms around this area. But when the Sungei Kranji was marked to become a Kranji reservoir, this low-lying area then became flooded with all the water from this catchment area. So Kranji Marshes then become a marshland. There are a few canals that drain the water into Kranji Marshes. So when it comes to Kranji Marshes, all the sediments will then settle. Kranji Marshes will then filter and cleanse the water before it flows into Kranji Reservoir. Left untouched for so many years, Kranji Marshes became a natural habitat for a lot of wildlife, especially the birds. So under this project, we are trying to recover and also enhance Kranji Marshes to what it was in the previous time.
At more than 50 hectares, the Kranji Marshes is the biggest freshwater marshland that we have conserved and we're going to maintain as well.
With this sort of area, the primary group of animals that we look at are birds. One group of birds you try and see the whole year round. That's the residents. They stay here, they live here. And that includes some of the rare ones like the swamphen and the moorhen. Then you have another group of birds that are migrants. They come in during the northern winter. So those can be including egrets and bee-eaters and reed warblers. So there's a good variety, a whole ecosystem, a whole biodiversity.
When you design for birds, you have to retain their existing habitats and the ecology of the place. Then you have to actually sensitively bring in the amenities and the facilities. Certain areas will be open to the public, whereas other areas that is much more sensitive, we can actually bring people in through guided walks to carefully manage the visitors.
The idea is to take things slowly, to appreciate the environment, that the approach to the place is as much part of the visit as coming to the site itself. Many of the dreams that we had for this area are finally all coming together. The preservation of the site, the building of infrastructure, having a systematic, well-managed public outreach program. It's fantastic.
It's good to know that one of these areas that you enjoyed for the last 3 decades will still be around for the next generation. Each visit is never the same. You still discover new things. And it's not just the observation, it's also the sounds, the smells, the feel, the whole works.